Well, I just was watching the impeachment procedures, and the House has actually voted, and it is a done deal. Now they have to go. They have to move all these charges to the Senate, and the Senate will do the trial. And Pelosi, I think she's a brilliant politician. I keep saying this, that Pelosi, she is the one that must be the president of the United States of America. I mean, this lady, she's, in my opinion, the best politicians the United States ever have. She have done something that I didn't even expect it. I mean, I didn't even know that that could be possible. Is creating a fourth, a fourth branch in the United States government. Because what she have done is now she is delaying the trial. Basically, she's taking control from Mitch McConnell in the Senate by wielding her power. And I don't know if you notice her symbols. And her symbol, the symbols are important. It's the most important thing of the whole thing. Notice that she is wearing black, very elegant black. Not only she's wearing black, she is wearing a gold necklace around her neck. But not only that, the most important symbol is the águila over her heart. Now, for some of you that have no idea what I'm talking about and probably saying that Pavel, you're insane, all you have to do is look behind you, behind her, I'm sorry. There is the United States of America flag, and to each side of the flag is a couple of symbols that represent the Roman legion or the Roman military power. And then you have the clock, and then you have the stars. And the águila normally sits to the right hand side of the speaker, in this case Pelosi. Now, she actually is wearing the águila on her chest to saying, I am, I am the head of the Legion of the United States of America, and you are not going to mess with me. She keeps saying that. You are not going to mess with me. And that is what she's actually doing, not just saying it, but doing it. Because now, in my opinion, she have control of these proceedings. Now she can extend it as long as she wants to. By doing that, removing the power from Mitch McConnell and the President of the United States of America, and probably in this case, now the Supreme Court is going to have to get involved, because I'm sure Mitch McConnell is going to ask the Supreme Court, hey, we need expedient on these procedures. So now she's going to have the whole United States federal government yes argument against one another until probably until elections next year. So who knows what is going to happen? So Pelosi is in charge. That is, I mean, there's no doubt about that. So let's see what is going to happen. Like they say, they will not remove the president, but I'm not so sure about that. Now I have no idea what is going to happen. Now Pelosi really throw a curveball on my analysis, and I'm completely blind by this. I have no idea what can happen and how she will wield power. No idea. I don't have the information to transfer my ideas onto YouTube. No way. But for what is now is Pelosi, she's in charge. She's in charge of what is happening in the next probably, I don't know, 8 years in the United States of America. And they continue to use America. So as the name of our country, the United States of America. So I don't know if the congressmen are doing this purposely or they are conditioned themselves. But I did notice that one of them was saying that this is a Anglo-American. Now remember this, Anglo-American rule of law, that to me is treason. I mean, I forgot the name of the congressman who say it, but I think it's the guy from Georgia that is keep talking and talking and talking. And as you see, the Georgia congressmen and senators are like I mean, this is the most racist people that you can imagine. I mean, I live in Georgia, and I know the heart of these people. These people are the most weird people that you can think of, and to the point that I've been in places where they look at you and they say hello and good morning, and then they turn around and talk you back, like they don't want buses in Forest Park, Georgia, because the black people will move in. They don't want lights, street lights in Forest Park, Georgia, because the blacks will move in. I mean, that is how these people think. So the guy from Georgia, I think, is the one who's saying that this is an Anglo-American. Now remember that we fought a war of independence to get away from the Anglos. And guess who fought those wars? Guys like Esteban Rodriguez Miro, Bernardo Conde de Galvin, Seguin. We're talking about Lafayette. We're talking about the head of the Continental Army, guy from Germany. I mean, this is what they selling us in Congress, some of them, not all of them. And I think that is the reason Pelosi, she's wearing all these symbols to saying, hey, we are not Anglos. We are the United States of America. And look behind me, I have the power of Rome behind me. And when I mean the power of Rome, I mean the power of our Western civilization. That we are not going to lose the United States of America. And like she say, it's going to be, the whole idea is to have this nation continue on, not to divide ourselves. So we're going to see how this end up, but it is very interesting. I see a lot of people fighting back. Now, guys like Bloomer and all these people, they are attacking our rights, and we actually, half of the population is actually supporting these attacks on our rights, because they have completely, how can I say, been conditioned. People are followers. They follow and they will defend the position they have acquired. They will defend it. So they will not change. It's impossible, because I have tried to transfer my observation to others, and they will not. They will not see it. They will not accept it. So you see, if it's not on TV, it's not real. That is basically what is happening. So if I say something like Mr. Bloomer or Bloomberg, he is a British agent. He is an Anglo-American, no United States citizen, and he's calling my country America, like if the entire continent is his country. And I give you all this information, but you don't. You can care less. I mean, you guys, you really don't care. So that is what Pelosi is trying to say to the nation. Hey, you might don't care, but I do. So I have no idea what is going to happen. All I can say is I hope we don't go into a civil war, a shooting war, because right now in Virginia, the state of Virginia, they actually tried to pass a rifle ban, and that will not go. That will not go through. I mean, people will fight for their guns, and that is what Mr. Bloomberg is bringing over. Is division, and more division. Well, guys, yes, Merry Christmas, and keep paying attention to what is happening, because we are living in a very historic time. And actually, I think it's more interesting than back in the 80s. during the Reagan Revolution, what I call it. He actually, how can I say, deregulated everything and took the unions down. To me, that was amazing what Reagan was able to accomplish. And we're still here. We're still here. Of course, the economy is not doing that well like they say that it's doing. I see people, just living day by day, and I see like 700 or 800 trucking lines collapsing because the transportation industry is collapsing, and I see roads breaking down, and I see bad weather slowing the economy down, and I see, and that is what I see on the road, and I see on the road a lot of people. How can I say? They actually stop being involved. They don't actually have time to get involved. All they have time is to go make a living and go back home and watch whatever they put on TV. And if they believe that what is in TV is real, guess what? They are completely conditioned. So either way, it doesn't matter which party or which idea. It's dividing us by little bitty pieces. So unless you are completely committed not to get conditioned by anyone and just make observations, you are going to be drawn by this, including myself. I sometimes have to fight it. uh, so Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, and play the lotto. If you win the lotto, hey, I will be your director of travel. Goodbye.